Well, guys, here I am. I'm sitting here getting ready to do your readings, and a lot has been going through my thoughts. And it's hard to say, but I have seen things in the sky that another person's seen with me. Like I said, I'm getting ready, so when I don't even know if I'm gonna post this, but I just feel like I have to talk about it. Me and my soon-to-be ex-husband were having a conversation back around, I want to say 2012 or 2013, one of them, outside on our porch, or my porch, which I no longer have, by the way. The lights in the sky, when we were looking up, had no porch on it. So both of us stood there in amazement at what we were seeing. They must have had about 10 or so ships. And the reason why I knew they were ships is because, one would be here and it would, and when I seen it change direction, there's nothing, no shooting star or anything that will do this type of dance in the sky, per se. And I stood there, and he stood there, and we were silent, not saying a word, until I noticed the dead silence. But I think we were both trying to calculate in our minds of what we were seeing. Now, I never believed in any of this. I am a psychic medium. I will not say something. I've always told my family that, and my followers. I will not say something unless I know in my heart it's true. So what I see, I don't see. I don't say that I don't see. So here I have this overwhelming Cancer. See, I'm a fire sign. I'm a Sagittarius. I've always been attracted to Cancers. He just wouldn't say anything. And I said, are you seeing what I'm seeing? And he wouldn't. And I didn't want to take my eyes off of what I was seeing. So I had to, right? And I'm saying, I don't want to say his name, but are you really seeing what I'm seeing? And he wouldn't say anything. I'm like, he's staring up. He's much taller than me. He's staring up, looking up, right? And I'm like, okay, either they have him in awe like me, or, but I'm so used to seeing things out of the ordinary that sometimes it just doesn't faze me. But to see something like that when you've never seen something like that before, the only thing that I could tell him, the next words out of my mouth were, we're not alone. So after this point, me and him, we gradually, I started smoking cigarettes again. We gradually both went off the deep end where I just don't think that we wanted to face reality. We got into drugs, and thank God it didn't end up in a court system or any, I had a couple of slaps in the faces, but God always, and my guides always looked out for me. So 7 months later, right after and I'm still in amazement of, and we've done split up, we've never talked about it again. We've almost, I haven't talked to him in many years. I just, we're coming out of this. I have no idea what he's been doing, or, I'm just dealing with me and my channel now. In my life I live. But as I chose the higher route in my actions, I know he's going in the opposite direction. I've always been a strong person to adversity has never held me down for long. I can kind of adapt to any situation. I think I have been an observer most of my life, but what I seen that night defies what I know to be real. I know ghosts to be real. They were walking on this earth. It was a very difficult time. Even, because family, you know what I mean? It's hard for other people to understand what you're going through. And now, but I'm so glad I actually had someone else to see it. So now, I have been studying my mediumship, and ended up telepathically channeling an alien. But I have the notes written down. This has been in the back of my mind, just like when I wasn't studying my true self. It took me a long time to accept who I was. But more events took place in my life with what I was seeing and feeling and stuff like that. It was coming true, dreams, and led me to tarot. I'm very, very I know what's going on with people, okay, when I tap into their energy. So with that being said, when it's almost as if they guided me to a point where I was inside of a ship. Oh, yes. I never thought I would get this far into it. But I'm just going to give you the rundown of the basics because I know people need to hear it. Just like Blind Frog Ranch and this other guy from this agency who does not work in that department anymore. The looking into the space stuff, the alien stuff. He's a military background guy, and he had to tap out just so he can find the truth. Just like Blind Frog Ranch. Now look, Blind Frog Ranch. I have, I know what he says about the healing waters. Guys, you can't see behind me. Let's see. Do you see that machine right there? That's an argon machine. It has argonite in it. And when I was coming off of being, I knew, like, for years and years I wanted to be off of drugs. Then I knew I needed a special kick. Spirit talked to me and said, hey, you need to get this and process your own water with your own intentions and do this. And by the way, I couldn't pick up on a guide that I had lost back in my childhood, one of my spirit guides. And when I felt her energy after about a month and a half of me drinking that water, I hit the floor. Where have you been? But anyway, I'm getting back off subject. The aliens, there were 5 of them, okay? And there were 5 different masculine types of energy of different species, all standing in front of me. And I don't know, all I can tell you is that there is one guy that is the leader, okay, he is the speaker, okay, he's the one that telepathically talked to me. The other ones, like, faded. They had the reptilian dude and the other weird ones. They more or less look like us, though. But this reptilian dude stepped off quick. Okay, he was, like, being guarded by this guy, by the one that was talking to me. Like, I got guard over you. The other 3 was okay. He sank into the background and went away. The other 3 stood and watched him speak to me about the center of this spaceship. Okay, first off, wait. I was I was brought into the spaceship was from the outside, and I'm getting ahead of myself. There was these big, huge magnets. And, you know, it reminded me of centrifugal force. You know what? I got that gravitron at the amusement park. It looks like a spaceship, right? But these magnets, as the people would be where they were, the magnets were there. And in the center, where the console would be, who plays the music and write the little controls, was, all of a sudden I was there, right, with these guys. Okay, so we got past that point. Now, it was a dome. I witnessed a table, okay, in the center of this ship, and there was a dome. You would, and me, I'm like, oh, what is that? Some special type of material that would, that can contain this thing that I've seen in the middle. What is that? It's a glowing golden shiny, reflective, but there was a gold sheen to it where I could see it. Because if it would have been silver, everything was white around it was clear. Okay? It was white surface in this bubble. So this thing that was floating there, and I said, what is that? And I felt energetically that that's where power is coming from. And they put in my head, I'm like, what is that, an atom or something? Thank God I'm, really not physically here, because you're doing something, right? This thing was power. I knew that it's power. And I stood there in awe. And he puts in my head, we're trying to split an atom, which is leading to explosions, right? We have to learn to harness the power. And I'm like, well, how do you do that? Like, because I'm just an ordinary person. I'm not scientifically in tune at all. But it's just that they can talk to me, right? He says pressure. That's what the special dome is. And as this brings me, I have some other notes, okay? I don't have it in front of me. I'm just remembering off the top of my head. This was years ago. I lost track, but let's see. The pressure. The notes, okay. Blind frog wrench. So this is leading me to, all of a sudden I said, it come across my YouTube of that military guy. I'm not sure of his name. And he's an ex-military who tapped out. And he was leader of this group. So it started with an A. It's like 4 letters or something. And he's trying to get to the bottom of these witnesses in the military who were finally coming together to, or up front. So I'm like, okay, well, if these people put in their whole career, right? And what am I? A YouTube channel? What am I afraid of? Now, Spirit put me in isolation from everyone other than who I work for. I work here. Okay, this is my room, though. I just can't up and leave, right? So why would they want to give me this information? Okay. When I was 23 years old, I lived with a NASA official. Great, right? He's my uncle. I can't believe I'm putting this on air. If I do. Do they know? I witnessed the spaceships in the sky, right? In 2014. Now, a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I channeled this information. In another state, lead me back to blind frog wrench. There's things there that we need to figure out that can help us, process. We need to figure out what these materials can do. Um, they're trying to lead us in the right direction. Let me tell you, with the things that I've seen. Oh, another thing, you have to keep this thing cold. You have to keep the atom cold. That's what I said. I have it all written down. Um, you have to keep it cool enough. But the things that I've seen and the things that I'm learning is all leading me to them having really good hearts, okay? And the only one that I ever felt anything bad about was the reptilian, and I think they have control over him. That's my feeling. They have control over that race. The guy with the big head, see, they're different. The guy with the big head and the big beady eyes, he's the one that telepathically talked to me. And they were different colors. They almost looked the same, but not. Like same body, but one was taller than the other. Anyway, they can't physically speak to us like that. You need a medium. Like Blind Frog Ranch, I just keep saying, you have been in contact. He's been in contact with the race because of his daughter, I think it was. But you may want to go into Discovery and look that up. But like his daughter as well. His daughter as well. Anybody who gets in these pools up in Utah, I think it's Vernal, Utah, they're coming out healed. So here comes me, right? And I heard one of his conversations, and it said about these healing waters, and someone said, "Have you consumed any of this product?" And he said, "No, we haven't gotten that far yet." Let me tell you, when Spirit tells me to do something, I do. Look at the lights from all the mirrors, and it healed me. Okay, and right now I don't need to use the argon water. I have the argon generator behind me, but I'm cured. There's no, right. These healing waters, what I want to do now is, he's offering tours and stuff like that. And he's saying he had this one witness that said when she come out of the water, she had a cataract and she had glaucoma in the other eye. One had each. When she come out, in the next 2 weeks or so, there was no evidence healing people's backs and stuff like that. Now, I'm a big believer of this because when I first healed, I can heal, right, with my hands. When I first did this, I healed a little boy at a children's hospital or something. And I didn't know what I was doing. I did it. I had it in my heart to do it. And when I looked up what I was doing, I did exactly what they said to do. God works through me. I have been touched by an angel. I met one, if y'all know, right on my channel. It's the first thing I ever witnessed was an archangel in front of me and spoke telepathically to it. I don't know how I can do these things. I have been followed by demons. I had to be blessed. My house. But y'all, my bed would vibrate. would shake. And that's why, all the course of my years, I finally get led to tarot, and they like, well, why, something inside of me is eating at me. Why would you want to get into this when this can happen to you again? I'm telling you, an entity tried to they held me straight up in my bed. I'm just that powerful, in tune. I really needed to get this out. So anyway, right. I'd like to go to Blind Frog Ranch maybe and see if this stuff really works. I do have glaucoma, and I take medicine for it every night. And the guy said, I pointed at the picture on the wall, and I said, this is what I have, right? And it's a typical, observe, right? This is it. And he goes, oh, yours is bigger than that. Oh, great. So I'm going to lose my vision. Oh, my God. Why give me, why make me go this route? I'm going to lose my sight. But anyway, I'd like to try to fix that. So I did a reading. Now, right, I can, y'all? I need a cigarette. Y'all just don't know how much this takes for me to come out with this. So I did a reading on it this morning. First card, Queen of Wands. This is an Aries energy. You look at Aries energy, it's a fire energy. She's attractive, she's seductive, she's confident, sincere. All of me, right? The second card, Hangman. You don't know your ass from your face. You don't know what to do. Waiting for spiritual enlightenment. You don't know which way to go. Which way do I go, Forrest? Which way do I go? And we have next up, right? The truth. So, I'm in hangman mode about the truth. The God-given truth from the heavens. Y'all, this reading just really freaked me out. I had to put it out here. I'm sorry I'm being such a wimp. But this is me. Okay. So the truth. I am. And then it's how everybody knows. What's next? You're juggling it. You don't know which way to go. And look, your boat's in rough waters. See, so my emotions. One day I want to say something, next day I don't. Next card up, the devil. Me being bonded. Me being chained and shackled. I'm juggling. Next card up. Freedom. Yeah, I'm bonded to being free. Vulnerable. Because we don't know what's going to happen. I think society as a whole There's a love in being free. But I don't think that they want that. I think that they want us to be free in our own right and giving us signs to direct us on the things that they know already to be true. But anyway, my next card up. After the sun of being freed, right? You're bonded to being free. Destiny comes in. Changes things. But when it change, and it's, the change is normally out of our control. See, look at the earth in the sky. But what I do like to see is this devil being squashed. And I do believe that that's the Skinwalker, y'all. Look at him. Look at him. He looks just like what we've been seeing. And having the strength to just tame that lion. Tame that beast. For the cycle completion. What the hell? So I do feel that we can help. See that? We can squash that devil and learn to tame that beast for the cycle completion. So whether we get rid of the Skinwalkers or whatever, I think by finding out what's going on down there and the reason why the Skinwalkers are attracted to that area, and he showed you proof. Dwayne showed you. God, that guy is so handsome, let me tell you. I know I'm all for it. You can see my gray. But let me tell you, that's a handsome old man. What do I do? What do I do? And I at least needed to put this out there. Maybe somebody will see it, or I'm just not having a confidence, y'all. After this, just, and I know he ain't doing right either. I know where I want to be. You know, I'm talking about my ex, soon to be, thank God, whatever. I think I went one direction, he went the other. But I think we're both living with this some type of way. I can't believe when I channeled here, knowing, I'm like, who do I tell? I'm like, oh my gosh, my uncle. I haven't spoken to him in years, and let me tell you, he was in fourth in command at Nasamishu, Akimon. So now what? What do I do? So I said, well, let me do a reading on it. First card out, right, was what? First two is, okay, we'll go three. Have the ambition. Be that confident woman that I need to be. To come out of this hangman mode with the truth. So, that's why I turned it on. I don't know who's going to see this. I will put Blind Frog Ranch in the title. Channeling aliens. Blind Frog Ranch. But guys, if there is a way that we can build this spaceship, do we? I think we could have been shot out the sky at any time. Literally like all blown up. I don't think they want to hurt us. I just think they want us to come up to speed with what we have. And they know that we have this. These minerals and this technology. We just don't know what to do or how to use everything yet. We're such a young race. Listen to the 6-year-old. Well, he's 7. That I take care of. I got him watching YouTube. We are YouTubers. I'm getting ready to come out with a little soldier whole thing for him. So when he gets older, but I'll post that for y'all later, so he can have some money growing up. Buy him his first truck at 60. But guys, I love y'all, and pray for me. That I just been sitting here gaining weight and sitting in my thoughts, isolated for the last 1.5 years, 2 years, at least 1.5 years. I have gotten rid of all my friends, and this is the only way. If I do upload it, this is the only reason why. It's because I really don't have anybody that would give a shit. You would get a phone call from anyone. I even asked my own mom, do you watch my videos? No. Okay. But I do have faith that this is going to get out to somebody who needs to hear it. The information that I have. Guys, there's numbers on that paper I know nothing about. Decimal point. I have no idea. Do I give it to my uncle? Right? Do I contact Blind Frog Ranch? Tell him, hey, I've seen what you have. I don't know. I'd love to collaborate, though. I'm just chicken shit, guys. Big time. I can't believe I'm doing this. Whatever, man. Alright, I'll have y'all readings up soon. Aries is up. And with that, y'all.